Today I'll be skating this brand new 10-inch symmetrical Emu Egg board and going over all of the benefits that come with riding a wider board and why you should consider upping your board size. I am back at this sick new park at Canley, Vale though, so I want to get a little warm-up session in, wear this board in a little bit, and then I'll go over all the positives to riding a wide board like this. The main benefits that come with riding a wider board is being more comfortable and stable, since there is a wider base here for you to stand on. You'll also be in more control of your setup since there's a little more weight to it as well, and you'll have more board to catch and land on when you're doing flip tricks. This makes wider boards like this super helpful for beginners since they're a lot more comfortable to learn, and people like me that like skating rails, ledges and curbs. I always feel super comfortable on big wide boards like this, and locking onto long grinds on ledges and rails feels so much more comfortable with a wider board. I am over 6 foot tall though and almost 100 kilos, so these bigger boards are definitely suited towards me. So I am biased by the size of my body and the things that I like to skate. Wide boards like this definitely won't suit every type of skater. People that like doing technical flip tricks, manuals and ledge tricks won't benefit from a wide board because it's obviously going to be heavier and harder to flip, but it will definitely suit more transition skating too, since you want to have a wider board to feel more comfortable as you're carving around in transition. But with all of the positives that come with riding wider boards, obviously there are some negatives. Like I just said, it's going to be harder for technical skaters to ride wider boards since it's harder to flip and it's bigger and heavier. But I'm going to get back into the session so you can see all of the benefits to a wider board in action, and then I will go over the negatives of riding a wider board like this. Once again, it was so hot out there, so we had to cut the session short. I did do a few more tricks on the flat bar and the ledge too, but my camera just kept overheating, so it was definitely time to get out of there. It was just so hot out there today. But negatives of riding a big board like this is obviously going to be the weight of it. So flip tricks are a little harder to get around. It takes a lot more effort to pop and get this board up off of the ground, especially if you're trying to jump higher too and skate higher things. And by the end of the session, riding a big board like this, your legs are just toasted. They're the main negatives that I've found that aren't that big of a deal to me, and I've found ways to counteract those problems. For me, I'm used to skating bigger boards like this, so flip tricks feel so much better on a board like this. I know exactly how hard I have to pop and flick, and there's so much more board to land on, so I really like doing flip tricks on big boards like this. But with the boards being so heavy, I try and make sure I'm riding hollow trucks. So this is a 10-inch egg board, but it tapers down towards the kick, so it's only 9.5 inch over the trucks here, and I've got 9.5 inch Ace AF1 hollows. So that, as well as riding wheels at around 54 or 55mm to keep it kind of as light as it can be. That's my secret to making these bigger boards a lot more skatable. So obviously they're not going to be for everyone. Technical skaters that love to do flip tricks, technical manuals and ledge tricks won't benefit from a wider board. But if you're a big guy like me, you like skating rails, ledges, curbs, or even transition as well, or you're just feeling a little unstable on your board and feel like you need a wider base to stand on to be in a bit more control, you should definitely consider getting a bigger board or at least stepping up a board size or two. If you are a beginner and you're trying to figure out which size skateboard is going to be more suited to you, I made a video of how you can try and figure out what's going to be the best size for you and your type of skating, and you can check that out right here.